Hello and welcome to InnerRealmPlays, where today we are playing more Brawl on Magic Arena. Thank you very much for joining. This is the first time I am streaming on Twitch, so very excited. It's taken a lot to set it up so I can stream on both YouTube and Twitch. So I'm hoping that I have the settings right and everybody can hear me and everybody can hear the game, and neither one is too loud, although I'm always too loud. But yes, I am playing with the Warrior of Light today, aka Jodah the Unifier, and it's a great card. And what it does is legendary creatures you control get +X, where X is the number of legendary creatures you control. Whenever you cast whenever you cast a legendary spell from your hand, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a legendary non-land card with lesser mana value. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So it is a fantastic commander when it works. So yeah, to help with my commander, we've got some fantastic legendary spells in here. Now this has been a passion project of mine over the past week until yesterday, when I decided to Control-Alt-Delete the whole thing and start again, because it was just too slow, and I was finding by the time I got my commander out it was too late. I was almost dead, or if not dead. So I've rejigged it. Still got some of my favourite legendary cards in, like Sheoldred Whispering One, the Great Henge, but I've also added in some removal as well, like a board wipe in the shape of, where are you, board wipe? Did I remove it? Maybe I removed it. Why would I remove it? No, split up. Okay, I thought I'd put in I can't think what it's called. The four mana one. But anyway, so yes, we've got a board wipe. We've got some other removal spells like Fell the Profane, and we've also added to the to this deck, which I didn't have before, Kaya the Inexorable. And she can exile a permanent if it's causing me a bit of jip before I get to my commander, but also as well it can put a ghost form counter on up to one target creature per turn, and that will, if any of my creatures or die in the meantime before getting my commander out, I will be able to play it again. And biggest thing is I get an emblem where at the beginning of my upkeep I can cast legendary spells from my hand, the graveyard, or among cards I own in exile. Now I understand that it won't trigger Jonah once they're in the graveyard or in exile, but at least I will be able to get some of my cards back that I play. So I've started to learn with this deck that by playing Ragavan and early, I'm not losing out by playing these cards early without having Jodah on the battlefield. So yeah, it's been good. I love this deck. I really wanted to play Jodah for ages, and then I pulled Jodah with a pack, so I'm very happy. So with that all being said, let's get into the queue and let's see where we go from here. And most of my lands unfortunately do come in, most of my dual lands come in tapped, so I've added things like Spelunking and also the Chromatic Lantern, so just to help with my lands, because it's quite a slow commander to get to, and hopefully I've got the balance right of lands. I played, after deleting everything and rebuilding the deck, I played 4 games last night after, and I won 3 of the 4, and I was able to get my commander out on each game, but one of them was against an aggro red deck, and it just, yeah, I was dead really quickly. So please feel free to comment and whatnot. Any interaction is very much appreciated. I stream every other day from 11 till 1, and I only ever play arena. So yeah, I love this game. I love Magic in general. Hello Twitch. I'm sorry that I haven't streamed on you before. Not that anybody was complaining, but I just didn't know I could do both, and I've always been a YouTube guy. So yeah, and today we've got our task, which is 750 gold, which is good, and I've got to kill 25 of our opponent's creatures, so hopefully I'll be able to do that. And it's extra XP day, which I always love Sunday, especially when you're in the Mastery Pass, so hopefully we'll work through a couple of levels during the stream today. So this deck tends to play against other either very quick aggro decks or lots of all colours, so we're going to be going against an aggro deck. We also have Helena and Elena in the deck, so yeah, so we've got a bit of ramp. We have got green straight away, so that's good. I'm happy with this hand. So for those of you that don't know, Helena and Elena, at the beginning of combat on your turn, put X 1/1 counters on another target creature you control, where X is Helena and Elena's power. That creature gains haste until end of turn. So they're going to try and get her power and toughness as high as they can. My deck automatically does that, so that's really good. Unfortunately, I haven't pulled that card this turn, and we've got Jodah as well. I love Jodah, such a good card. But we're playing against a red and green deck, so I don't think it's going to survive for very long. But we'll get Delighted Halfling out, and we will do this, and we will go for a swamp, I think. We've also got the Cavern of Souls, which we'll use to protect humans. Not that we're playing against a counter deck, because it's red and green. Let's get that swamp down. So yes, we'll just need blue to play Cradle of Baldur's Gate. He's a human, so we'll be able to play him with Cavern of Souls anyway. And we've also got the Henge, and they've played a card with a bit of Death Touch. That's going to be an issue, so we'll name human because that is the most prominent. Where am I going? Prominent person. Yeah. So we've got Flesh Borrower. Whenever this creature attacks another target creature you control against Death Touch. Nasty, nasty, nasty business. So first of all, I'm going to get Cradle out. And the reason for that is because I can make a creature unblockable. So yeah, so the Death Touch will be out of the way. And I'll also play Jodah as well. Let's start going a bit wide as quick as we can. That's going to give us a zombie. If you don't know, whenever Cradle of Baldur's Gate deals combat damage to a player, that player loses 1 life, mills a card, and I gain 1 life and scry 1. Whenever you attack, target creature can't be blocked. They're going to kill it straight away, I'm assuming, because they don't want to be milling cards. Nobody likes milling cards because blue sucks. Yeah, I've also set up, yeah, I knew that was going to happen, Caster Labs chat, so I'm hoping I'll be able to see chat in both, from both YouTube and Twitch, so if you do chat, hopefully we'll see that. Yeah, let's play an Impal so we can start building up those tokens, and we're going to attack with all 3. That's going to get us a gnome, and we'll sacrifice that zombie and we'll get a fresh one. We could really do with some more mana, but if they don't kill an imp, then we'll be able to get, the bigger she gets, we'll be able to get the Henge out, so that's going to give us a little bit more mana. I think next turn will be the Whip of Erebos, which will give all our creatures lifelink, so we can start getting some life as well. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. This is the problem with red, but if we can pull that Planeswalker, I'll be able to play these cards from the grave. So hopefully we'll be able to bring them back. Rocco, I love Rocco. Do I have the ability to play? Yes, unless they kill my halfling. So let's give my creatures lifelink and let's start attacking. Let's try and get some life down. Yeah, kill it, still give me life, that's fine. And then I get that fresh little new zombie. Thank you for joining. So, and that flesh burrower is going to get bigger and bigger. I do have removal, so hopefully we can get rid of it. Great card. Great card. I'm surprised they didn't attack there. And that means we can play Jodah. Jodah's going to make Jodah a little bit bigger. We still attack, and we've got a 7/7 blocker. But the problem is, we can block against Overlord for now. But we've also really made the Great Henge cheaper, which will also get us life. So I'm going to go Henge into Rocco next turn, I think. That will then get us a 2 or a 1 drop legendary creature, which is going to make Jodah and Warrior of Light that bit bigger. So hopefully we'll be able to get more life. Problem is the Death Touch, and they're going to attack with that, which is also going to get Death Touch. And okay, so it's going to fight. Yeah. See, this is what happens the minute Jodah hits the battlefield. That's what they do. They're very afraid of Jodah. We're not going to block. Take the 6. We are getting that life back. We don't have the mana to replay Jodah, so we'll play Rocco, which we can make our creatures that bit bigger, and we'll attack for 2. Now it's going to exile one of their cards and one of my cards. If they play that exiled card, then I'll be able to put a +1/+1 on something. I imagine. Oh, Ruby, I'll be able to play that. That is going to give us more mana. We'll be able to put a +1/+1 counter on our zombie. So if they decide to block, then that's going to kill. Are they going to make Overlord bigger? Probably. They're not going to attack with the Flesh Borrower, because they're going to want me to, they're going to want that to defend. But by giving the zombie a +1/+1, it means either they have to make a decision. They take 3 life, and I gain 3 life, or they lose the Flesh Borrower. I'm going to take that life. I have plenty to spare at the minute. Okay. They do have plenty of defenders, and we have another way to get mana here. So, do I want to go for something untappable? It comes in untapped. Yes, I think I do. So, let's get blue down. And then let's get Ruby also down. That's going to get us a +1/+1. And we're going to give zombie +1/+1. And we'll save Cloud until next turn, but we can give ourselves a bit of life. So let's attack with the zombie. That's going to get us the 3 life, regardless of what they defend with. And they have plenty of I don't quite understand why they're blocking with 3. They could block with 1. But that's okay. I'm going to get that a zombie back. Ragavan. Hopefully, would I be able to do both this turn? Would I be able to play Jodah into Ragavan? That's the question. Is that the... Yeah, so that's on attack. Curse them. They're really very scared of my stuff on my board. Stupid red. So now they're going to exile something, which is good, because... What are they giving? So they're giving that. Getting rid of Jodah, fine. And what's great is because they're playing from exile, that should mean it triggers Rocco. And it didn't exile anything. What? What's that? I can't see what that does. I'm not sure. I'm assuming it's going to do damage. Yeah, that's just gonna kill it. May as well sacrifice some food, get some life. They definitely don't want me to have my stuff. This is the problem with red, it's just so aggro. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna call it anyway. How's the stream on Twitch? It's currently saying it's unstable for some reason, so I know somebody's watching. If you could comment, just let me know how it's looking, if you can hear me okay. Not sure what's going on with the with the stream. So that's Jodah, 1 game down, and that's 1 loss. We're not starting off so well, but we've killed 4 of their creatures, so that's good. So I'm just gonna mark that down. Okay. All I'm going to say is, and you know, I'm still feeling very positive. I'm still happy, you know, but why are people so afraid of you playing your cards? Like red and black, just kill everything. Just, I've got to kill what, I can't let them play anything. It kind of just gets a bit, you know, boring. Hot take. There we go. I've said it. I've said it. I said it last stream and I've said it again. I like to moan. Okay. Okay, so we have a good amount of lands. We've got Annie Joins Up, which is a fantastic card. And we've got Rocco and a Fuel Tank Feaster, which is great. And I meant to check out whether Fuel Tank Feaster making my legendary spells cheaper, does that affect what we'd get using Jodah? So, or does it just count it as it's... I'm not sure what I'm trying to ask, but yeah. Because it makes my stuff cheaper, is it going to make the trigger find a cheaper legendary spell? So whereas this, no, it's not going to make Rocco cheaper, but do you know what I'm trying to say? Let's get the spell around it first. Narari's Wake, another great card. We've pulled some right bangers. We're not going to get green off that. So next I'm going to play Command Tower. Just so we've definitely got access to green, and then we'll play Fuel Tank Feaster. So, yeah. So Fuel Tank Feaster, say it made Annie Joins Up 3. Does that mean that Jodah triggers at 3, or does it still trigger at the cost of 4? It doesn't take into account that this has made it cheaper. I'm assuming they're going to kill Feaster. Of course they are, because they're playing with black and blue. So counter and kill everything. That's what they're going to do. When it enters, each opponent discards a card. Awesome sauce. I love getting rid of my stuff. We have a plains, so we'll play that. And we'll play Rocco. Let's start exiling some stuff and getting him bigger. And we get a land, which is amazing. So hopefully we'll be able to make him even bigger. I'm sure they're going to kill it.
This fight
as quickly as they can.
Give
So
it your
that's going to
best
get a
shot, adventurers.
-1/-1. So we'll play our Surveil land. That's going to make him even bigger. And we'll play Johnny. They're going to target a Johnny as quickly as they can.
Nothing is
And then we'll
more
play
important than
Avacyn's
family.
Pilgrim to give us that bit of ramp. And we will attack you. I know it's going to give it -1/-1, but
You know I'm a
That's
brilliant
okay.
witch, right?
with exiling, we can get him nice and big again. Nice and big again. I'll also attack with the cat. That's going to kill the
Keep
cat.
your distance, mortals.
So that'll trigger a Johnny. I imagine they're going to counter this. And we'll put another +1/+1 on Rocco to keep him nice and beefy. Yeah, they're thinking about it. Yeah. Thought that was going to happen. And we will play a land for turn. Let's get that down. We'll get for that down. And then we'll attack. Yeah, with those two. That's gonna kill my cat. That's gonna trigger. We'll be able to bring him back. That's gonna kill her.
Won't stand
And then I'm
with
gonna
me.
make a cat. And then do some damage to the face. Have that. Oh, Derevi. Bloody love Derevi. I don't want to lose Derevi. Let's make you a bit bigger this time. Okay, we've got some life gain as well. We'll start beefing up the cat as well next turn, so that, yeah, they can see I've got a way to exile a creature now. Derevi's going to untap something, so I imagine we're going to see their commander come out, and if that's the case, next turn I'm going to play Derevi, methinks. So I've got a bit of a defender against the dragon. Let's put a counter on you. Keep making Rocco nice and big. So they've also got a bit of life gain. I don't know if this is the right choice, but I'm going to get some card draw. They're going to counter it, I think. But if not, I can do 5 damage to Murderous Rider. They're going to counter it because they're a shitty blue player, aren't they? Yeah. That's why I hate blue. And now I'm going to lose Derevi. Now I'm going to lose Derevi. Let's put a island on the board. And I know I said I was going to start building it, but I want to kill Murderous Rider.
Into the fray.
Just because, you know, you kill my stuff, I'm going to kill your stuff, and then I'm going to attack the face. Would I have had lethal had I done that? Lethal next turn. Unless they've got a board wipe, which is possible because they are playing with black as well. Thank you for joining the stream. I very much appreciate it. Worm Coil Engine. That's gonna die, but when it dies... Yeah. I can just kill them straight to the face.
Let fury
Good game. Thank you for
ignite
stopping me
your
from
heart.
playing all the stuff I wanted to play. Yeah, I almost missed that then. Okay. GG! Yeah. So if you like people who complain about stuff and gets a bit of rage, then you're definitely coming to the right place. But I do like to have fun. I love playing Magic Arena. It's the only game I play pretty much now. And Lawnmower Simulator. I started playing that last week and I can't stop. It's just so relaxing. But yeah, okay, let's go on to the next one. So we've got 1 win and 1 lose, which isn't bad going so far, 50%. I stream every other day from 11 till 1. So, yeah. You see, YouTube's currently saying it's excellent connection, and Twitch is saying it's unstable. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. So apologies to Twitch viewers if it's not doing that well and it's looking a bit glitchy and whatnot. Okay, we don't have a lot of land, but we do have a Fuel Tank Feaster. I could get a forest and I could play the Fuel Tank Feaster. There are plenty of lands in this deck. We have some protection. We've got some great cards. So I'm going to risk it for a biscuit, and we'll play this first, get the forest down, which will come in tap, but we can play Fuel Tank Feaster next turn, and then if they don't kill it, fingers crossed, yeah, we can start playing Glisser, which is going to give us that little speck of protection. If they don't kill Fuel Tank, which they may well, Swords to Plowshare. I didn't look who we were playing against. Heliard live game, lovely. Now we're going to get Toxic to play against. Oh, and we've got Bristly Bill. I'm going to play Glisser. And do I want to play another red? Yes. Yes, I do. But I'm going to have it enter tapped because there's nothing to play, so I may as well take that 3 life. Having Death Touch and First Strike, they're going to share it. Yeah, I don't blame them. But we'll play Alicia. Do I have a way to destroy a enchantment? No. I don't have a land to play, so there's no point playing Bristly Bill. I can't do both. I'd love to play Rising of the Day. Okay, get that first strike out, and we'll get Bristly Bill out. We don't have a land, unfortunately, but at least it gives us another blocker. If they do kill Bristly Bill, which it won't be a kill, it'll be an exile because it's white after all, then hopefully we'll get the Planeswalker, which I can't remember the name of, which will mean that we can play our creatures from exile. Would that work with? I don't know. Heliard, so whenever they gain life, they can give stuff +1/+1. No land, but an Arcane Signet, so that's going to be good. So let's play Flowering of the White Tree. Let's start giving everything extra beefiness. They can't defend, so I'm just going to attack with Bristly Bill. And I'm going to save up. Yes, I'm going to get a Toxic token, but I'll be able to kill one of them. That's the problem. I need to get rid of this card because they're just going to keep building those Toxics. They're going to... Is that a... exiling something? Yeah. Now Heliod's here. Great. Great stuff. Great stuff. So they're attacking with 2. I'm going to block. Fine. And we have a land. So we'll give that +1. And we will not attack. And we'll play the 1 ring. So we have that protection until next turn. And we may as well activate this. And we've pulled a land for next turn. I'm not going to attack, I'm just going to sit here. So I need to build Alicia, so I'll be able to give her another +1/+1 next turn. They're probably going to exile one of the creatures. Yeah, it has Ward 1 once they have. So they've destroyed it. Great. Great stuff. So I'm going to defend one of them. Okay, I am going to play my commander. Then I'm going to play a land. And I'm going to have that enter as tapped. And I'm going to give Jodah a +1/+1. Do I want to draw a card? Yes, I think I do. I don't have any legendary creatures in my hand. Atraxa. No attacks. We're just going to sit back here. I imagine they're going to exile at least one of them. I've got 1 poison counter. If I get to 10, I'm dead. Thank you for joining the stream. It's really appreciated. On both Twitch and YouTube. First time I'm doing that. They're going to make them a Ajani. So whenever they gain life, Ajani's going to get bigger. Oh no. That's not that one, that's a different one. Oh no, that is the Python one. Okay, so we'll play Atraxa. So now we've got that protection in the air. And that gives us an Oscillid. Brilliant, so we'll be able to make creatures even bigger. I'm going to... Right, can I play something else? Yes, I can play Spelunking, which is going to stop my lands from coming in untapped. Yeah, that's going to make my lands come in untapped, and we'll put that onto the battlefield, which doesn't count for a land per turn. And we'll give Atraxa a nice big boost. We're going to have that lifelink as well from Atraxa. And we've got Tajik on the next turn. And we'll play that as red. And our counters are going to double, which is amazing. And we may as well give... let's give Atraxa another couple of counters on there. And we're not going to attack. We're going to sit back. And we're going to proliferate, which is going to kill us quicker with the 1 ring. I didn't think of that. So I need to... I'm going to need to not... Remember to not proliferate the 1 ring.
Thrive when we support one another.
So they're going to get a +1/+1 counter. Luckily, I can kill anything that they attack me with. I will be attacking with Atraxa next time because it's got Vigilance, unless they manage to exile it, which is, I'm sure, what they're going to do. We do have Ward 1. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. didn't want to use the One Ring. So let's do so now I don't have access to blue mana. Yes, I do. It's black mana. I'm going to play Tajik as we can. Boromir, so they're not going to be able to play anything that's free, and also we can get rid of Boromir in order to make everything indestructible. So maybe I should have built up the... So I'm going to attack that, and then I'm going to attack you. And I'm not going to proliferate the One Ring. Hello, thank you for commenting. Your enemy is cooked. I'm just playing Brawl in Arena. Why is there no ranked mode? I know. That is sad. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. Yeah, there should be ranked in Brawl. And I wish there was. So yeah, we'll take that. And we'll gain those 16 life. And then we'll proliferate, but not the One Ring. I mean, maybe I should be going for phase here. So what commander are you playing with at the minute? Yeah, they're going to want to get rid of Boromir. They're not going to be able to cast anything for free. They are going to have enchantments that exile stuff. It's going to happen. Okay, fine. I do have Odoric in this deck, which if one thing has something, all creatures have something. They can get rid of Indestructible, which is fine. So they can get 6 life. They're going to build, but that's okay because we have very beefy creatures. Do I go for a Ajani? What's the... If you have at least 15 or more life than your starting life total, a Ajani and each artifact and creature your opponents control. If you have at least 15 life more than your starting life total, exile a Ajani and each artifact and creature your opponents control. What we need is we need yeah. Okay, so I can definitely... no. I'm going to play that as a land. I'm going to pay 3 life because, and I'm going to give a Traxxas, and I'm going to pay that because I can choose a creature to be unblockable, which means, and we have another Death Toucher on the board as well, so that's great. Which means that we can attack because we have to, and attack, and we're going to attack the face. And his Atrax is going to be unblockable. So yes, they're going to block the Sky Knight Legionnaire. Nothing I can do about that. But yeah, they can't block Atraxa, so I'm going to get the life. and that's going to get them below the 15 life mark. And then next turn, I'm just going to bristly bill the counters way up. So, and hopefully, if I can keep Crydle and Criddle and Traxxer alive, then hopefully I might be able to kill them next turn, maybe. So we end the turn. Don't proliferate that. So she's now a 20/20. They don't have the 15 life. We have lots of blockers. Traxxer's going in the bin. Bloody white, and they're bloody... yeah, there's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. But maybe I can start building up.
When we support one another.
Warrior of Light, and make that nice and beefy. Just trying to think if I have a way of getting rid of it. Yeah. So let's just beef. Just got to keep them below that 15 life threshold. And we'll play Delighted Halfling now. We really need to draw something else. So we now don't have any flyers. They've got a number of flyers. Next counter we'll put on Crydle. This is the problem with white. It's the enchantments that exile your stuff and exiling board wipes. So if Warrior of Light stays alive and they don't gain any life, which they will do, I think I could kill them next turn, maybe. If they can't kill... Yes! Did I have fun? Yes, even though they couldn't get rid of all my creatures. Screw you, White. Screw you. Oh, yes, I did enjoy that. That was good. Good game. Yeah, that was good. So we've got 2 wins to 1 losses. And we've gone up on the Mastery Pass. Let's have a look what's next for us, although it does sort of tell us. So... Ooh, we get... Oh, nice. Although I don't like blue, I do like that Chocobo. So that's going to possibly be my new companion, maybe. I do like that. And we get a pack, and I love opening packs. I don't spend my gold... the wisest. If you've watched any of my streams before, you will know that I absolutely love opening packs. It's one of my favoritist things to do. Having said that, and so I open a pack a day, but having said that, they've released the next set's lands, the full art lands, and they are stunning. So that's what I'll be saving my gold up nearer the time. So I'll stop buying packs at that point because I love a good borderless land. And this one if you've not seen them, check them out. I think I saw them on Reddit. They are stunning. Right, do I want to... obviously, I will unlock all of these because I did get the Mastery Pass this time. But yeah, unfortunately, playing it my way doesn't give me massive access to wildcards or creatures. But I just enjoy it. And I know playing limited is probably better. Let's go for Squall. I do like Squall. I haven't got him yet though, so but he's a fantastic card. I mean, I love the Final Fantasy set, so I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, I wish I had the gold to get these lands because I don't have any borderless lands. But as you can see, I'm broke, and I'm broke in real life, so I can't get gems. So yeah, but look at them. Look at them. But I have 3 of the Phyrexian lands, and they're my favourite art of any Magic card. So I love them. I adore them, but they have borders, so they could have made them better, is all I'm saying. And Wizards of the Coast knew that they could have made them better, and I think Wizards of the Coast know that people prefer borderless, you know, if they're going to do full art. So that's just you know, I don't like to complain about the Overlords, especially when I'm on stream, because you don't know what they're going to do, if they're going to hurt me in some way, which they could do. But Wizards, if you ever do listen to this in the future, which I'm not saying you will because I'm just a little guy, please, make all full art borderless. Just for me. Thank you. Welcome to my TED Talk. So thank you for joining the stream, if you have. Or if you're watching this later on after it's been uploaded, very much appreciate it. We try and have a little bit of fun here. We have Derevi, we have 3 lands, well 4 lands technically, but we also have Killing, and we have Quest and Beast, which is one of my favourite legendary creatures just because it's cool and it has a cool animation when it comes in. So I'm going to keep, and we're playing against Sephiroth, so there's going to be lots of kill spell, and lots of kill spell. But whenever Sephiroth enters or attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, draw a card. Simple. Whenever another creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. If this is the 4th time this ability is resolved this turn, you transform him, and he becomes an Angel Nightmare avatar that's a 5/5. And I still die, still lose life and gain life. So they're going to be quick. They're going to be quick against me. So I think I'm not. I'm not gonna play any of these until we get Warrior of Light out because they're just gonna die. Okay, so we're gonna go for Derevi's colour first. So we'll go for an island, which I have blue as the least amount of colour I have in this deck, if you know what I mean. Look at Mark Riddick, amazing artist. Just amazing. Chef's Kiss. They came on store a month or so ago, but 2,000 gold per card. Luckily, I was saving up for the set of lands for Final Fantasy because I loved the art with the dead dragon. That's awesome. So I had the gold, but because they gave his story time, let's go for a forest this time. I shouldn't have gone for an island. Oh, I'm a silly goose. Because I already had an island. I already had access to blue. Oh, fool. Okay. I was going to say, well, at least it gives us access to mountain, but now we've got more access to mountain right there. Because, okay, alright, I'm not going to complain. It is what it is. I should have gone for plains. Oh, great. Liliana.
And you think you can win? Don't overthink things.
So we're going to be discarding as well. Awesome sauce. Great. Off to a bad start. Alright, so let's play this as a land. We'll pay 3 life, we'll play Glisser, it will die, they will destroy it. But at least I've got a little bit of protection from attack. Yeah, knew it. Yeah. Black! That's the problem with black. Kill. Kill, kill, kill. Discard, kill. Sacrifice, kill. I'm not going to be able to get that out for a while, so we'll get rid of shield. But anything that I play is going to get killed. I can't play anything. I'm cooked. Here, folks, cooked. That was misplayed. I completely played that wrong. Just imagine if I'd played the planes.
You won't be outsmarting
I'm
me.
discarding. I might call it. Yeah, I don't. No, I'm not. They're gonna kill it,
Not touch me
but
again.
at least it has vigilance and death touch. Oh no, I should have gone for the face because it does the same damage to any planeswalker. Oh, right, now I'm done. I'm done. Concede. Done, done, done. Done, done. Reanimate. Shouldn't be in the game. I want to... Done. Oh, the rage. Push that rage down. Push that rage down. And a little ball into the pit of my stomach. Oh, reanimate. Shouldn't be in the game. Should be banned in Brawl. Make your be able to play any of your opponent's cards, which they know if with black they're sacrificing you. They're getting you to sacrifice and discard so that they can play one of your big cards because for one. That's for one. Thank you for joining my TED Talk. That is my problem with black. So, yeah. White, you know, and here's the thing, I enjoy playing with all of these colours. I enjoy doing that to other people. Not that I have reanimate, because I don't have it unlocked, and I don't have the wild cards to get it, but the fact that I love playing with them just goes to show how good they are, and I respect the game. I respect them for playing it, because if I had these cards, I would definitely play with them. One of my favourite cards is Grave Pact, and getting people to sacrifice. But hate playing against it. I wish worms upon my opponent when they play Grave Pact. Right. With that being said, we're playing against Vanille. Cheerful. Icy. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. We've got plenty of lands. The last game was totally a misplay by me. There we go. At least I did a speck of damage to that planeswalker. If I'd have gone for the face, I could have given them a speck of damage to their face. But, you know. Right, do we have access to green straight away? No, so I can't play Avacyn. Okay, good. We'll play the Surveil one first. We may as well. There's the green. That's what we want. Okay. So at least we'll be able to access the white off of that because we already have a planes. We have blue. We have access to blue. So, okay. We'll play this turn because it comes in tapped. Questing Beast again. Redemption is here. Who are we playing against? I didn't even read it. When Vanille enters, mill 2 cards, then return a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. At the beginning of your first main phase, if you both own and control Vanille and a creature named Fang, Fearless, Ice, you may pay 5. If you do, exile them, then mold them into Ragnarok. May as well play Kytheon. I'll put Kytheon in here because I can make my opponent's creatures attack him and not me. It has its advantages. But in order to get him transformed, I have to attack with 3. They're playing a Topiary Stomper, who's a nice big 4/4. I'm going to play Bristly Bill. And then we'll play... what do I want access to? I guess it doesn't particularly matter. But we can make Bristly Bill bigger, and by the time they're able to attack and block, hopefully we'll have a creature that's bigger. We can also make Kytheon indestructible, but that costs 3. So yeah, so we can get creatures to target him. I wonder if he has counters. Ah, yeah, okay. Black, of course. Yep. Of course. So that would give us, if we played the green, that would give us white, black, and blue, and then we just need red. So we may as well play that and play. Oh. Wall attack. Are they going to defend with their Cavalier of Knights? Yes, they will. Good trade. The good thing is, hopefully, we'll be able to bring these cards back at a later stage. Maybe I should have waited. But that's okay, because next turn we'll be able to play Warrior of Light. But we are playing against a black deck, so that's going to give us access to red, so we need that. Let's get Warrior of Light out. Let's try and start. We've now got some defense. I'm not going to attack with him because they will block with Topiary Stomper. We now have a nice big block. Next turn we'll play... yeah, okay, kill it. Black. Next turn we'll play Tajik because it's just going to give us that protection. So we'll do that. Can I do both? No. But I can play Tajik. We'll keep him back for blocking. I know it's going to create a 1/1. But next turn we'll be able to bring Warrior of Light back. Thank you. My lovely wife has just brought me a coffee. I was going to attack with all 3 of them, but then I've got no way of protecting the Planeswalker next turn, so we'll just attack with the 1 for now. We'll hold up the defense, so at least we'll be able to stop some of the damage. Next turn, Warrior of Light, which no doubt they'll have exactly what they need in their hand. There we go. Okay. Exactly what they need when they need it. Funny that, isn't it? Black. I'm not bitter. No doubt they'll have another perfect kill spell in their hand because they always have the perfect spell. That's my findings playing this game anyway. So we've lost 2, 1, 2, so we're at a 50% rate. This is going to be another loss. Another board wipe. Perfect. Perfect. It's great. I'm conceding. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth carrying on. And I know we should be in the sense of good gamemanship, and we should carry out the game to let them complete their plan. But I like complaining. So yeah, I'm just being honest and telling you exactly what's going on in my brain as I play. But we're getting close to getting that 750 gold. So we've lost 3 and won 2. Yes. Had I said I'd already marked that? I can't remember. Hello there, Jace's cat. Thank you very much for joining. Very much appreciated. Really nice to see you here. We're just playing Brawl with Jodah. I've added the deck list so you can have a look at that if you're interested. So let's go. I'm not doing very well, misplaying, I'm moaning a lot. So if you like listening to someone moan, you've come to exactly the right place. But I do love Magic, believe it or not. I've played Arena since November. And I pretty much are free to play other than doing the Mastery Pass, and I spend my gold on opening packs because that's what I enjoy doing as well. I've played Paper Magic for about 10 years or so. Okay, so we've got access to red, white and blue, any colour, enchantment death, bring stuff back. I'm keeping it. We're playing against Halana, so Halana against Halana. They are playing red, so everything I play is probably going to die. So I'm just going to hold up stuff that I've got in my hand. Brilliant. We'll also get a midnight clock, so we'll be able to hopefully put stuff from our library into from the graveyard into our library, which will be good. I might play Kaya prior to getting my commander out. Depends on what's dead and if I have protection. So I could play Flowering of the White Tree, but that's it. If I play the red, I don't have access. I could play Halana. I think I'm going to do it. Just so I've got that little bit of protection. They're going to have something in their hand that does 3 damage. They're going to. It's going to happen. I bet you. I bet you anything. Oh, we're seeing Halana. That means Wondertail's going to get 2 bigger. Okay. We now have a green. We can play Warrior of Light. We now have some protection. Halana's bigger. That makes that bigger. We now have haste for both. I'm going to attack with both. Let's start bringing them down. And they're down to 10 already. So next turn Kaya's going to come out and see what we get there. I'm sure they're going to be able to kill it some way. Can they kill it? We're making it an 8-8. Yeah, I'll take 8. Nice. So I'll take a lot of damage here. A lot of damage. But that's okay. Because we're going to play Kaya. Yeah. That would have gone into Odric. Everything would have had haste. It would have been big. It would have been awesome. They would have been dead. Great victory. That's how it's done. That's how this deck works. So we've got 3 wins to 3 loses. We've got 3 wins to 3 losses. GG Helena and Elena. Or Elena and Helena. Who, I've been told from the lore, are a lesbian couple. Which is brilliant. So, yeah. It's really nice to see inclusion from Wizards of the Coast. Which they do a lot. Which is nice. Thank you for the nice win comment there. Yes, it was a good one. I enjoyed that very muchly. So let's go to the next one. I love Sundays because of the extra XP. If you haven't seen from my description, I stream Arena and only Arena every other day from 11 till 1. That's UK time. Yeah, I appreciate seeing you in the future. Join the chat. Yeah, I don't do it for the views. I do it because I play Arena every day anyway. So I figured, why not stream it? So I've been streaming for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and this is the first time streaming on Twitch. Well, I think I streamed on Twitch many years ago, but I've always been a YouTube guy. So yeah, but a viewer on YouTube in my last stream told me that I could do both. So yeah, we're playing against POC. We also have a POC 2 games in a row where it's given us access to the commander that they're running. We'll try and get POC out as soon as we can. So do we have... We'll get that in. We pay something that gets us. We're going to have access to green or black, blue or white. So maybe we need white, red. So now we're going to have access to both blue, white, and green. We're able to get a mountain. Yes, I'm going to get the colours needed quite quickly, hopefully. We've got Herd Heirloom as a ramp. So we'll play that and get a mountain. Because when we play the Flood Farm Verge, that's going to give us access to the blue side, and we're going to then have access to forest, but no black. Interesting. We'll play that, and then we'll play that ramp. We may as well. POC can come out next turn. Territorial Psycat, they're going to start getting +1/+1 whenever they play a land. That's going to come in the future. We've got the Mithril Coat as well to protect. So I'm going to play... So we don't have access. Yeah, I'm going to play that. Oh, yeah, that comes in tapped. Of course it does. And I should have played POC. Damn. Should I destroy one of their enchantments? Give us protection. Give us a blocker. Oh, I should have played POC. I'm a silly goose. I didn't realise that was a surveil land. Oh. So I'm going to play Vanat because when we play Warrior of Light next turn, that's going to give us access to drawing a card. I get so sidetracked with that. Oh, so they're going to get 4 lands. POC's going to become nice and big. And they're going to save those... doing those lands till other turns to utilise POC's power. So let's get Warrior of Light out, which is going to make those 2 nice and hefty. We're going to draw a card. Tajik. Yeah, we do think. And they have another. Wait, so we now have 7 7s. By paying that, will that give me... I'm going to save that because I'm going to play POC next. Because it won't give us any mana, enough mana to play anything, even if we were. So, next. And we're not going to attack. We're just going to sit here, biding our time. We're going to save those lands. We're going to play POC next turn, which is going to make everything a bit beefier. We're going to be big. We're going to be beefy. We're going to have some fun. If I don't die first, because POC's just about to become a big cat. So there we go. We're not going to die. We're not going to lose that much. They're going to attack us with both. So we're going to be losing 19 life here. And if they were to... Yeah, I'm dead unless I block. Luckily, Pock doesn't have trample. Brilliant. Fantastic. Awesome. Brilliant. Fantastic. Love that. Love that for me. That was great. Absolutely great. Okay. Now, if I could just pull my board wipe, that would be amazing. Yeah, no, I love getting rid of my commander every game. It's amazing. Right. I'm going to play my... You're going to get rid of domestic to make it even bigger. I'm going to play a land, which is going to double and make Pock bigger. That's to only play creatures. I figured, oh, it's okay, I'll play Mithril Coat, but I can't because that's only creatures. God damn it! At least I can play the Fuel Tank Feaster. So we have a chump blocker. Next time we'll be able to get Warrior of Light now. Yeah. I really don't want to lose Pock. GG. Good game, Pock. Landfall, so difficult to play against. I did the best I could. But Pock is evil, hence why he's in my deck. Love playing with him, hate playing against him. And he's a very cool cat, let's be honest. I have a cool cat deck where Sovereign Okanakau is my commander, and Pock in that deck is just superb. I will play with that on stream one time because it is my favourite deck. Does it do very well? It's Selesnya. Selesnya never does really very well. So yeah, so that's 4 losses to 3 wins. So down to 40-something%, but I don't know math, so I'm not going to do math. Thank you for joining the stream. Today we are playing with Warrior of Light, aka Jodah the Unifier. We're playing against Tatali. When he flips, I'm going to get lots of poison counters, hopefully. We can get nice and big before that. That's what she said. And hopefully we can get Shieldred out. Game plan. It won't work. But we have a game plan. And we have a command tower. And we have some ramp. So we don't have a forest to stick that ramp to. But hopefully that will happen as we play. We've also got Alicia. So if we play anything else and it dies, we can bring it back from the graveyard. Like Birds of Paradise, which I imagine they're going to have many spells that do 3 damage to any target. So I imagine my Birds of Paradise won't be there for long. In fact, I don't imagine anything's going to be there for long. We now have Utopia Sprawl, so we'll target that, but we'll pay with that. Do we pay with that? Yes, we do. And we'll make a... So we're going to have access to white, blue. So let's make a black. And let's play Alicia, who laughs at fate. Alicia's going to die. But if I can build up the counters before they kill it, we might be okay. We might be okay. Ooh, Bristly Bill. Let's get Bristly Bill on the board. Let's get a land. No, let's get a land. Come on. And we'll give Alicia a token. And we'll attack for 3. So you can get a tap. Go to 4. Most red spells are like 3, 4 or 5. So if I can make Alicia bigger than that, I'm hoping that, you know, we can survive. So Warrior of Light, which is going to make them even bigger. Yes. Now playing that blue, let's give Bristly Bill a counter to start off with, and then I'll attack with both. Alicia's going to get that +1/+1, and then next time we'll give the Warrior of Light that protection at that counter, so that then when we use Bristly Bill, we can do this. He's going to be fighting, I imagine, Warrior of Light. No, no, no. Yeah, 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 yeah. Great win. Fantastic win. Yeah. So we're now back up to 50% wins. 4-4. Amazing. We're doing better. We are doing better, folks. I know it was touch and go there, but, you know, we're doing okay now. Thank you for joining the stream. It says on my end that the Twitch live is unstable. The YouTube one saying it's excellent, but the Twitch one saying it's unstable. Can you let me know if you're watching from Twitch, if you're still watching, if it's okay? Just so I know, for peace of mind. I wouldn't know how to solve that problem, but, you know. Thank you for joining, everyone. We've had an upsurge in viewers on YouTube. Thank you. It's nice to see you here on this glorious Sunday morning. You've missed lots of whining and complaining about other colours, and pushing that rage deep down into the pit of my stomach, which is the healthier way I've had to deal with these emotions. But yeah, so we're playing with Jodah the Unifier. It's worked a couple of times for me today, so that's good. We've played against Black Sephiroth, and they just killed everything. I was not very happy, to put it mildly. But here's the thing, because I don't have the most deep, manliest of voices, when I get unhappy, it goes more high pitch and a bit campier, which isn't intended. So when I get into an argument with the wife, it never sounds, you know, good. Okay, so we've got some good creatures here. We've got Boromir to stop them from being able to play anything for free. We've got Ajani, which we can play. We've got Cavern of Souls, which we'll obviously name human because the most we have is a human. We don't have any more lands, but there are plenty of lands in this deck and plenty of ramp, so there's no reason why. I'm going to risk it. We're playing up against Tiny Bones. Death Touch is a bit of an issue, and the problem with that is if they attack me and they can play stuff from my graveyard if they have the mana, so it's not free, so Boromir doesn't really help them. But with Boromir I have that bit of protection from Death Touch if needed. So yeah, happy, there's our other land there. So we will be able to play Bristly Bill, but I'm not going to play Bristly Bill until we've got a land, because they're going to kill it. So I'm going to play Cavern of Souls next. No, I'm not going to play Cavern of Souls next. I'm going to play... Right. If I name human, I can play Jodah. And then they're going to kill it, and then they'll be able to play Jodah. I'm playing green. And then I'm playing Ajani. But then they'll be able to play Ajani.
Teamwork triumphs.
They're going to kill it. That was a bad choice. If they attack, obviously I'll kill the cat. Create a cat, kill Tiny Bones. They're gonna kill it. They're gonna kill it. That was a bad play. Bad play. Bad play. Not the first of the day. Not the last. Yeah. No. No blocks. I'll only block Tiny Bones. I'm going to keep that there for Tiny Bones. Ooh, Heaven of Souls. And we'll name Human. And we'll give nice +1. So I'll block the skeleton, but I'm not going to attack. We're going to keep the cat back for blocking Tiny Bones. We do not want them having access to my cards. Next turn I'm going to play Mithril Coat to give Bristly Bill that protection. Doesn't protect against Toxic Deluge or anything else that gives it -/. But having that speck of protection will help. Or do I play Boromir? No, they'll kill it. They want that to die. So that then, because then they'll replay Tiny Bones, or they're going to give it +1/+1 or whatever it is. Yeah, they want it to die, because then I'm going to have to defend. But if I give Bristly Bill unblockable, interesting. Not unblockable. Death Touch. No, get your words right. Think. I'm going to give it +1, obviously. And then I'm going to play Mithril Coat. Most of their kill spells are going to be destroy. I'm not going to attack. I'm just going to sit here and be patient. They will come to me because they're going to want. Thank you for the advice on the indestructible. I'm with you there. I didn't see it till afterwards, but if I had seen it, I would have agreed. And so thank you for the advice. And thank you for still being here and watching the Untapped sacrifice.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit for the
That's okay. Ragavan. Okay. Okay. That's a problem. They're not going to be able to make me sacrifice this turn. Oh, and I don't have another mana source, so regardless. If I play Boromir and the next turn equip the Mithril Coat. That was creative, you're right. I'm not feeling the rage yet, but they are playing black. And I heard on Reddit that when you see this with no companion, they're often pro players. That's what I saw on Reddit. I don't know how accurate that is. I've never heard of Arachne, but you never know. Have an apple. I love my horse. I got it from Midweek Magic, and I've never got a companion before. Resolve. They're going to be desperate for them to hit my. Each play discards a card, but that's okay because with Kaya,
We all have things
thing I get rid of. I don't have red. I don't have red, and that's such a good card, so I'm going to get rid of Jodah. Which they probably have a Jodah in their deck anyway. Told you, desperate for Kaya's going in. Being able to play legendary spells, yeah. Kaya's going in the bin. I can feel it. One more land and she's coming out. So, but Venat can also exile something. So, and then become a beast. so I imagine they're going to want that as well. The rage is starting. I can feel it building in my groin. That's where it comes from, rage, if you didn't know. You know, so it's building. Definitely building. Can't play Atraxa. Can't play that because I need to equip Mithril Coat. They're going to block, and here's the thing, then they're going to do the target player sacrifices a creature next turn. So, and they're going to block with Sanitarium Skeleton. And then once they've got one of my spells, yeah. Regardless, Boromir's dead next turn, and there's nothing I can do about it. Discard. I know. That's why I hate black. Love playing with black. Hate playing against black. Hate playing against blue, mostly. But black can get in the bin. Yeah, I had to attack. I had to try. The bit I'm going to be sacrificing. They're going to play Tiny Bones. Oh. Okay. That's interesting.
I'm tired of your secrets.
I'm going to get rid of Ragavan. Hopefully I'll get what's-her-face so that I can... I forgot Boromir had Vigilance. Of course. But Sanitarium can come back, can't it? If I was them, I would have got to sacrifice. I don't understand why they did that. I really want Atraxa out. Okay, Bennett's coming out. Because I can't play anything else. Maybe I should have mulliganed at the start. We're going to attack with Boromir. The question is, what do I get rid of? So, Sanitarium's going to block. But at least Tiny Bones can't get to me. So at least there's that. But they're going to get me to sacrifice. And I think it's going to have to be even at. I think having that Vigilance in Indestructible is too good. I'd love to be able to turn it and exile the stupid Liliana. No doubt they're going to have the other Liliana that will get me to sacrifice 2 creatures. I respect the game, hate the player, and hope they get worms. But you know, nothing violent. I don't want anything really bad to happen to them, but I hope they get worms, and they could never ever quench that hunger. And I feel a bit mean for saying it, but you know. What are they doing? They're having a think. Their game plan maybe isn't going, or no, they just want to kill. But even if I protect, they're gonna get rid of it. Okay, and they're gonna make me discard. Awesome. Okay. So they're going to have lots of stuff that they can play against me. And I now discard a card.
We all have things.
It's going to have
we'd
to be the
rather.
Great Henge. I hate getting rid of Great Henge, but I'm closest to playing the Tractor, I guess. I just need black mana. Yes. Yes. Then they will sacrifice. They will definitely sack it. That's the problem. Comes in untapped. They'll get me to sacrifice it because I don't have anything to discard. I don't know what the right play is. I know. Finally get a land. Okay, what do I do? Because if I play this, they're going to either get me to get rid of Atraxa, or they're going to get me to sacrifice. I don't have enough to play Atraxa and make it indestructible, but then they'll get me to sacrifice it anyway. I think Warrior of Light's probably the better play. Just let them know I'm thinking. I'm not roping, I'm just thinking. How much loyalty on Liliana? 4. Target player sacrifices a creature. I think I'm going to have to do it. I think it's the best play. Because, yes, I may have to discard Atraxa, but hopefully if they make me sacrifice, I can definitely play Atraxa next turn, but then they'll get me to sacrifice it. Why is that? Wait, what? I don't know what's happened here. Is that a glitch? I think that's a glitch, isn't it? What are they gonna do? Because they're like, oh, really good card, but they've also could have a really good card in hand. But either way, they're not going to lose Liliana. You see, I have that red enchantment that makes all things come in with legendary creatures get +1 and haste, but I can't think of what it's called. That would come in real clutch right now, but I wouldn't be able to do both.
Drop it.
Okay, Liliana's dead. At least I can kill it. Unless they bring something back. Yeah, oh, of course. Of course. Oh, so boring. Just getting me to sack everything and... Oh, there's got to be another way. If you're that scared of what your opponent's going to play... That's going to come in tapped. Yay! I'm going to equip to that. And I'm going to attack, and they're going to block. It doesn't have... I didn't get another legendary spell. It's going to die next turn, and I'm going to say good game and concede, because what's the point? What is the point? They're just going to kill everything, because they're stupid black. Again, respect the game. Respect the player. But I wish worms upon them for the rest of time. Because... Oh, yeah, it is so boring when they just kill everything. Thank you for the validation. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't feel so lonely. I'm not crying. It's just raining on my face. Let's try again. So how many losses now? 5 losses, 2, 4. And each loss has been one of those games where they've just killed everything. Or counted everything. So it's just been one of those days today. But I'm not moaning. I am moaning. I'm still happy. I still love the game, still love playing. But, you know, it is what it is. I wish worms upon that opponent. Yeah. Let's just all play creatures. They play patterns and stuff. Well, they are to play against, yeah. Because there's nothing you can do. So it just becomes a pointless game. Well, and where's the fun in that? Although it's still Magic, and I still get to look at the pretty artwork, so I still have fun, ironically. But it is boring to play against. Right. Okay. We've got plenty of mana. We can slow them down a bit with authority. We've got some ramp, not rank. We've got some, and we've got ways to play extra combat phases. And if we get my favourite owl, which the name, I've gone blank on the name. If we get that out, which is also green, white and blue, then we can go multiple combat phases to win the game. So let's play this, which is going to be tapped, and let's get access to white. Play the fetch into green white land. Yes. Yes. Thank you very much. I'm with you. And then next turn... Oh, spelunking. Which is exactly what I'm doing right now. Now I've seen that card. So that's going to make all lands come in untapped. Which is grand. We'll play that. We'll play... kind of want to ramp. But I think they're going to counter anything I play. Would I rather them everything come in tapped, or would I rather get ramp and potentially lose that ramp? They're looking at the cards, which means they probably definitely have a counter spell. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. Yeah, they've definitely got counter. Oh! I did not expect that. I didn't even look at what they were playing. Wasn't paying any attention. Yorion, Sky Nomad. When Yorion enters, exile any number of other non-land permanents you own, control, and we're going to see many patterns. Let's play this land. Let's play that into spelunking, I think. Just so any lands in the future will come in untapped, which will make the game nice and quick. I know we've got more ramp in there, but hopefully we'll start being able to get those dual lands out. Brilliant. 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 And let's get a... probably the fewest blue spells in my deck, so probably best to get an island now. We already have access to island, but now that gives us access to red. So we've now got blue, black, red, white or green, any commander next turn. Bosh. Birds is getting... It's okay, because we'll play fuel tank. That's fine. So it slows us down a little bit, but fuel tank will just give us that other colour. So we can definitely play our commander next turn unless it gets countered or fuel tank feaster gets exiled or returned back to my hand, which blue like to do. You're going to hear a lot of whining about blue, just so you know. Blue is annoying. Very, very annoying. The extra turn loops are just it upsets me greatly. Okay. So Boromir's cheaper. Let's get Warrior of Light out. And hopefully, if they don't have a wash away. Why do they always have what they need? I'm just going to sit here in rage for a second. I'm just going to push that rage back down. It's come from my groin up to my brain, and I'm pushing it back down again. I'm pushing it back down. Okay. I'm going to say nice because I respect the game. Doesn't make me any less angry. I really hate playing against blue. Wouldn't it be great if you could play Magic on your own? So you didn't have an opponent. Oh dear. You know. Oh, it's a Planeswalker deck. Oh no. Is it just going to be Planeswalkers and extra turns and returning stuff to my hand? Oh no. No. Okay. let's think about this. Play against yourself or like choose your matchups. Yes, I would never choose blue. Never. It would never happen. Unless they're part blue. If they're part blue, then that's fine. All blue, no. No, get in the bin. Don't. No. I could play Helga and Johnny. I just know whatever I play is coming straight back to my hand. I'm going to try and ramp again, start making stuff cheaper. And then I could play Boromir. Or Cloud. No, I'm going to protect Cloud. And I'm going to get Boromir out. Yeah, if they brought out a solitaire version of Magic, I don't know how that would work. That would be great. What I need is that haste card as well. And then I could get rid of these commanders, these planeswalkers. So next turn, hopefully I can get my commander back out, who will then be returned back to my hand or countered, because I imagine they're going to have a wash away in their hand or something like that. And then I'm going to concede. But I'm going to give them that chance. They have that one chance with me, and that one chance only. But, you know, I'm still having fun. But I just hate blue so much. Of course, yeah, return that to my hand, that's fine. That's going to help me, because Boromir hopefully will become 1. Maybe I'll pull a land and be able to cast Warrior of Light into Boromir. No! No! I'm done. I'm done. I can't. I'm sorry, guys. I'm done. I'm done. That's 6 losses. All from games where they've been very afraid of what I want to play. So they just return it to the hand, counter it, or kill it. And that seems to be the level of players today. And I know I can hear my wife's thoughts in my brain as I play. It sounds like you're not having a good time. Maybe you shouldn't play the game. I can hear it, but I do enjoy it. That's the crazy thing. I love it, and I respect it. It still makes me mad, but there we go. I'm allowed to get mad and have fun at the same time. I think that can happen. Right, so we're playing against a Seeker, which is it the one which gets all the counters? We have an Annie joins up. We have access to 3 lands. No green, but we do have a Cavern of Souls. So I could play the Human Monk, which would give us access to white, but still wouldn't be able to play Ozolith or Annie joins up. And they're going to go super quick, and creatures are going to get super big. As much as I love Annie joins up, you think keep? Okay, let's do it. In it for a biscuit. We've got horse against horse. The Seeker. Oh no, this is different than what I thought it was. Okay, so this will be coming in as an enchantment, isn't it? This is the all colour, enchantment deck. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll surveil first. Let's see what we get. Brilliant, that's going to give us access to green. So we'll do, yeah, I'm happy with that. Good shout on the keep. I like their avatar, that's quite cool. That doesn't come in, they don't come in touch anyway, so we'll play that and let's go and get a green. I'm thinking green-white. That's what I'm thinking. No, we'll get white from Avacyn. Green. We have access to blue. We have access possibly to black. Green, red. green-red. Then, I don't know if that's right. No, I've already got access to red. Oh, you have white. The Tri-land, I think. Yeah, you called it. I saw it too late. Sorry. My bad. My bad. The duel, yeah, the Tri-land would have been good. Yeah, you're right. Okay. I'm gonna play the green. Aragorn, brilliant. If we get with Annie joins up out and Aragorn triggering twice with red spells, that would be a beautiful. I shouldn't have gone for that. Shouldn't have gone for that. I'm not going to cycle the Ozolith because I want the Ozolith. So yeah, just ramping, nothing else. Bit of a boring turn. They've thrown away Nicol Bolas. I imagine that's going to come straight back at some point. Nobody throws away a Nicol Bolas. I've not even been paying attention to what they've been doing, to be perfectly honest. What else have they got? Okay, yeah. And here she comes. Okay. Brilliant. We've got some awesome cards. We're going to play Cavern of Souls and name Human, because hopefully we can now get out our commander. Oh, Sin. Great card. Great card. And they get to permanent from their graveyard at random, then create a tap token of it. They're going to kill this, I imagine. It's not going to survive. It does. Wow. It doesn't.
Suffer for your cause.
Okay. Awesome beans. Kaya.
If the job is
Exile.
done, I change
You can
the
get in the
terms.
bin. Yeah. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. You dick. Not angry. I'm not angry at you. I'm just
I am the
disappointed.
master here.
Sacrifices 2 creatures. Awesome. Awesome. Fantastic. Yeah, love that for me. What have I exiled? Ah, board wipe. Brilliant. Yeah. So there goes my Avacyn. Yeah. Kaya's dead next turn. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
You are all so generous.
Unbelievable. I don't think I'm going to win this one, guys. I don't think it's going to happen. But I'm going to play Aragorn, and I'm going to put a counter on it. So when it dies, at least it's going to come back. It gives me that little bit of protection. They're going to flip a Tali, and then I'm going to be taking lots of poison counters. I'm calling it. Good game. Yeah, respect the game. Think you're a game. Conceding. Well done. Well done. I don't think they're a dick, really. They're just playing their game. Which is fair. Which is totally fair. At least I got to exile their good creature. I wish I'd saved that for Atali, but how was I to know that that's what they were going to play? Planeswalkers. And again, I love Planeswalkers so much. I love playing with them. I hate playing against them. People are really good today, it would appear. Or I'm just playing really badly. So that's 7 losses to 4 wins. That's not a good ratio. When I tried this deck out last night, I played 4 games in a row. Lost 1 but that was because they managed to. It was a red aggro, and by the time I'd got my commander out, which I did have managed to get out, they just had too many goblins, and I was dead. Yeah, there was nothing I could do about it. They killed my commander and then attacked me, and I was dead. So, yeah. Okay, so we can have tapped lands coming in untapped. Brilliant. We have access to green. Brilliant. We have mana, so we have access to blue, green. We don't have a forest, and we can maybe kill an enchantment. We're playing against Sheoldred, which is horrible. I was going to put her in this deck, I didn't. Sacrifices were made, and Sheoldred was one of them. Okay, let's see what we can find. Okay, so we have access to green, so definitely not green. Let me just, I forgot what I've got. Right, let's have a look. I've got access to white and green, but I won't have access to that green until I've got a forest. But I will have blue, so not green and not blue. Or no, I'm going to get the green because I need. No, but then I'll just get. Yeah, I need the green. I'm going to have to get green. It's going to have to be green. Sorry. Yeah, green. Green. So I don't know if that was the right colour because we've got the Arcane Signet, which will give us access to any colour. I overthought that massively. Well, they've got nothing. Let's play another taps. So yeah, let's play a. I'm going to play the try. But then I could have saved that until I had you know what? I'm not going to think about the mistakes I've made. I'm just going to. Yeah, then I think they're probably going to hit. Or spelunking maybe. Venat has removal, it transforms into a big baddie. Yeah. But that's good, because next turn... Right, use my brain, big brain here. Can I play Spelunking and get out Arcane Signet? No, because I have to play a land for turn. I don't have any tapped lands currently. Well, that will come in tapped. So I can play it next turn. So I'm going to play the Arcane Signet. I'm happy with that choice. We can make everything have haste. Spelunking is better. I keep seeing it too late if I'm just a bit more patient. Yeah, you're probably absolutely right. I think I've probably played that in bad order. But she's coming up this turn. Great. Spelunking, which is going to give me 4 life. Draw a card. Nice. So now I've got 2 mana to play with. That's a good card. They don't have an enchantment to kill. Brilliant. That was a good turn, and we forget about all my previous mistakes that have been made. So next turn we can play Warrior of Light. I think I'm not doing the math on the lands, but I think we can do that. We have Sheoldred, so now we're going to start getting taxed, and then yeah, that's fair. So Warrior of Light, they're playing black. It's going to get killed. play a land, I can't play anything else. Do I want to hold up both? I'm going to hold up both these cards while I don't need the land. I'm not going to attack because they have Death Touch. Hopefully they won't kill Warrior of Light. They're going to, because it's black. I know they're going to. Thank you for joining the stream. If you've joined the stream, I've got quite a few viewers on YouTube. Hello there. Welcome. I know the stream on Twitch is saying it's unstable. Not sure what that's all about. No one's complained in the comments so far, so we'll see. Hopefully everything's working as it should be, because this is the first time I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. Yes. Yes. I'm doing it. Let's start building Kaya. We can put a ghost form on Warrior of Light. Oh, Derevi, you beautiful beast. Oh. Right, what can we untap? Can we play something else if we untap a land? No. So we may as well. Should we? Oh, damn it! I accidentally clicked. Yeah. They're going to attack the Planeswalker. Should I exile the Planeswalker?
This should be a nice
and then
break
start
from
building it
Ravnica.
up? Because would it be good to play that tapped? Ah! We'll put it right. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to put a ghost form on Derevi. Yeah. Big brain. Big brain. Then I'm going to attack with you. They either lose a creature or thingy. That now, if they attack Kaya with Shieldred, then okay, damn it, I can play him again next time, that's fine. That's okay, that's not a problem. So if they attack with Shieldred, Derevi will die, Kaya will remain. So we have to. We're going to each lose 2 life and draw 2 cards. Brilliant. I'm going to exile that. I'm going to have to exile that. I would have liked to keep building Kaya, but yeah. No, I'm not. I'm going to destroy that. Brilliant. Okay. I'm going to give the counter.
Ghosting feels weird, right?
I'm going to play that as my legendary creature. Let's see what we get. Ruby. Okay. Not bad. Gives us some more mana. Then we're going to play a land for turn. And then I'm going to attack with Derevi and Warrior of Light and Cloud and Ruby. I'm going to attack with all of them because I can untap. Oh yeah, we got the 1/1, I forgot about that. They don't want to lose Shieldred, and I'm going to be able to untap all my creatures. Brilliant. So if I untap you, should I have untapped the lands to play Shall I? No, because I'd only be able to untap. Yes. Damn it. Too late. Which ones have I already tapped? Right, I've gotten confused because I got which ones did I choose to untap? If anybody could just tell me which one I chose to untap, because I can't remember. Jodah and Cloud. Okay, thank you. That's the beauty of this game. Constantly sidetracked. So now they've lost a bit of life. I'm going to cast Shall I next. Protect Shall I with Kaya. God, it'd be amazing if we got Borrow and Collect. Am I giving up? Awesome win! They tried. They failed. I conquered. It's still 7-5 for the day. That was awesome. I enjoyed that game. Thank you. Thank you, Jace's cat. That's brilliant. Right, but unfortunately, that's all the time I've got for this stream. As much as I'm enjoying it, I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. I really, I'm surprised that they left any as well, to be fair. Yeah, so I'll bring up the deck list again for anybody that's interested, although both decks are in the description of both Twitch and YouTube's. The video is going to get uploaded later on. Next stream is going to be with Cloud's equipment deck, Cloud X Soldier, which I'm really pleased with. It's going quite well, that deck. So next stream is going to be Tuesday at 11 AM to 1 PM. Remember, I stream every other day from 1 PM, from 11 AM to 1 PM. Only Arena. It's the only thing I play because I love Magic. I can't believe that so many of you have joined, and I can't believe I've had interaction. I wasn't expecting it, and I never do, but I can't tell you how much it means to me. You guys are awesome. Jace, you've been awesome. Thank you so much for all your input and your advice. Really appreciate it. If you've got any suggestions for improving this deck, bearing in mind I'm pretty much a free-to-play player, apart from I've done the Mastery Pass this time, and I did it once before. I only have one common wild card, so my access to cards is limited, and I've only been playing since November 2024, so I don't have a massive amount, and I spend my gold on opening cards a day because I enjoy doing that. But yeah, so yeah, I think I've covered everything. I just want to say thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, so thank you ever so much, guys. I love you. Bye.